Entrepreneurs, please approach the board door for your initial pitch.
Losing someone you love and care deeply is very painful. During this painful time of a personal loss, it really becomes difficult for a family to take timely decisions and plan funerals. Death is inevitable. You need not fear it. What you should rather make sure is that your final voyage is peaceful.
Let's hear. Let's unlock the vault.
Congratulations, you have successfully unlocked the board. Step inside for a detailed presentation while we get your products placed.
In 2012, I lost my world, my mother. It was a sudden death. My entire family was in shock. My precious time went by in searching, sourcing and performing funeral, organ donation, asti visarjan, paperwork and other ceremonies. I couldn't even cry and say her a final bye. But death is the only certain thing in this world. And India, with a population of more than 1.2 billion and approximately with 13,000 deaths every day. And that is where I realized there are so many like me in this country who are facing the same problem. And I decided I'll do something.
Mokshshil provides personalized end-to-end funeral management services as per the requirements of the deceased family members with authentic rituals performed by well-versed priests. Mokshshil serves across different religions. In last 10 months, we have been able to provide and develop an indigenous value chain where we have conducted more than 100 cremations impacting 300 families with over 9,000 pre-book queries across the nation. We have received a fund of rupees 21 lakhs by Government of Gujarat. All we need is rupees 2 crore for 10% equity.
So you guys, you know what? Honestly, I think this is a fantastic opportunity. I agree there is a huge demand for this. A lot of money to be made. Fortunately, I'm at a time of my life where money is not the topmost priority. It almost is at the top, but it's not the topmost. I just want people to think of me like Rahul, that they want to go and party and at a place and give me a call that, Vivek, I'm going to use one of the company you invested in. I really don't want to invest in this sector because that's not a call I would want from a friend. I need help here, so I'm going to pass.
How much do you charge?
We are charging 4,500 rupees per cremation.
So that is for a standard cremation.
That's for standard cremation.
That's it. Can you give me what exactly comes in 4,500? Like,
yeah, in 4,500, there are a kit of Antim Kriya. That's for the religion, caste and community of that individual. And apart from that, the Moksh manager and team of helpers will be there. So they will take the charge of the situation. They will guide you for the cremation and other processes like paperwork with the local body, then asti visarjan and other process. And if it is like...
This is on the phone?
No.
physically,
So we are physically doing
present.
it. We are
delivering that.
We are touching them.
4,500 rupees, you kind of helped 100 people. In 6 months, that's probably like 4.5 lakh rupees worth of.
Yeah, kind of.
And the cost must have been immense with 11 people on rolls with, and then the kind of 4,500 rupees. I think it's pittance.
So in 4,500 rupees, the cost of per cremation which comes on to us is 2,050 rupees.
4,050.
2,000. So we are having a profit of 121%.
But guys, market size is big.
Market size is huge. I mean,
Yeah,
13,000 deaths every day.
yeah,
You're in a city where you're saying you've got a lot of PR. You're priced very competitively.
True.
You're offering all the services. So why only 100 in 6 months? I mean, the number seems quite low.
See, I mean, let's talk about. People are not pretty comfortable in talking about death.
Correct.
And we are talking about a city called Ahmedabad. I mean,
But you're not
Ahmedabad
asking
is
them to
growing.
keep-
Ahmedabad is growing, but then again, it took time for us to set up our value chain.
So guys, I actually like your idea. I like your service. I think you're doing good for society and there's good social impact. But at this point of time as a business, I just find it too small.
I'll actually say that it's a good concept. No doubt on it. There is not logical barrier to this concept. There is cultural barrier to this concept, I would say. The acceptability barriers to this concept. Like right now, you know, in my 20s, I am actually not getting comfortable talking about my death. And I don't want to plan it, so I'll pass this one, guys.
So my thought will be stay with Ahmedabad for some more time before you think of expanding. I don't think if you're sticking to Ahmedabad, you need much of money. Today it's past me.
What do you say, Rahul?
Look,
I'm sure you share our passion.
I do. I in fact share it because I lost my father 4 months back, so
Sure.
I've gone through this. There are a lot of undertakers outside in the US. This is a thriving business. in terms of obviously they're doing a good deed out of this, but it is a thriving business. And the reason for that, having lived in the US and spoken with many people there, is that people live in nucleus families. People do not know about their parents. They don't know about their siblings. India is all about families. I would love to use this service, but I would not be able to use the service. I have so much family pressures around me. There's always a Tauji, there's always a Chacha, there's always one person who basically takes hold when something like this happens. So for me, from that logic point of view, it's a pass right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
All the best.
No, actually we didn't get any deal, but it requires lots of courage to invest in a solution like that. And I feel that people are not comfortable listening and talking about that. So that may be the reason.
I agree with, and more than that, the cultural.
I agree. A lot of peculiarities.
That's why I said the operational issues.